Tell me a bit about your kids and being a mom.
My kids and being a mom. That has been a journey in itself. I am a single parent. I'm raising two daughters on my own that are 9 and 11. I was very young when I had them, and it was not planned. I just had to learn everything all over again, but being a mom rather than being a child.
Yeah, 5 kids in 7 years. I knew ever since I was little that I wanted to have a lot of kids and have them close together, and just that thought of a big happy family.
Well, I was raising 6. 1 has moved out, so I raised 5 beautiful children, 4 of my own, with 1 that is kinship care. I raised my late sister's son. I was raised by a residential school survivor. My grandma, but she was my mom. My childhood consisted of taking care of myself at a very young age. Cleaning up after parties and, trying to figure out how I make do with what was in the fridge, that there was really nothing. I don't blame my parents, like my mom, my bio mom, I don't blame them for any of that, just because they didn't know. And there was a lot of residential school effects that really played a part in all of that. And if those didn't play a part, I think my childhood would have been very different.
In 2021, in the winter, one of my sons had a car accident. It was a rollover from black ice, and he suffered severe brain injury. So after the doctors giving us the prognosis that Levi would, even if he did survive, never wake up, as a mom, you just don't take that at face value. That's my baby boy, right? And through those sleepless nights in the hospital when he was in coma, and I put my head on his and be like, you're gonna wake up one day, you're gonna wake up one day. One of the first things he did was a thumbs up for yes. Our whole house just had a party. We were just like, he said yes, he did thumbs up. The biggest thing was finances. There's no assistance financially for caregivers, and I want to give my son the best shot possible. But without an income, I can't. I really was like, okay, I need to look at something that I can do, get an income somehow, and it's got to be remote, because I still have to be so actively involved in his recovery.
When I was still with their dad, obviously the negative thoughts and self-confidence were just completely gone. Having to stay in the abusive relationship, it felt like I didn't have any other choice but to numb it out, and so alcohol became a constant. Yeah, it made a lot of other bad choices happen in my life, but I was able to turn a lot of those around. Yeah, I want my kids to be inspired by me.
I was bathing my daughter one night, and she was 3 at the time, and she looked up at me and she's like, "Mommy, I want to be just like you." I was with her dad, again, like from 14 till 21, very abusive relationship. I had a hard time that night, and like, how can I be better? How can I be the role model that I would have wanted? And that's when I really reflected, and I was like, I have to go back to school. Well, the 1,000 Women Bursary, they gave me a bursary each semester, but they paid all of my daycare for 2 years. I can't stress how appreciative and how much that really, really relieved a financial burden.
That's like winning the lottery, but in life, not just materialistic stuff. Like, I won. I got this. I earned it. So, and it's all because of women that I don't know.
I just know, speaking from my own experience personally, it's not only just opened up a world of opportunity for me, but it's given me so much more self-confidence. It's given me the courage to be like, yeah, I can do this. And that's what that whole foundation is about, right? Like giving women the strength to rewrite their story or start from scratch after going through horrible things.
Look at you go, buddy! Whoa.
It's just going to open so many more doors for my family, specifically Levi, because my hope is that I'll be able to afford therapies that aren't available in Canada yet. This just makes it a little bit easier to figure out what to do, what's the next step.
I feel like my future is going to be what I want it to be, and I want it to be stable. I want it to be what I didn't have. And I think I'm doing exactly that.
I think that's the biggest thing too, as a mom, to see my kids see me walk this road. They know it's not easy, and they do tell me that they're proud of me, which is just like, there's nothing better than a mom to hear that.
If it wasn't for 1,000 Women, I would not only be sitting here, but I don't think I would be furthering and excelling and working on my master's. Like, 1,000 Women helped me do that. I'm proud to say that, and I'm proud to set the standards high for my children. You're not just impacting the student itself, you're impacting future generations as well. I hope that in my future, when I'm done everything, that I can come and I can join and be one of those 1,000 women.